in a whole thing trying to figure out that she's a man. I was just dying because the thing doesn't work. She was like, just come through and take the test and prove that you're a woman. Um, check your DNA or something like that. And I was like, okay, whoa. Can you close the door a little bit? Can you close my door a little bit? Because the noise will pick up on the. Can you, Enzo? No, this door, this door. Can you close it? I'm saying, can you close the door because the noise will get picked up by the live? Not all the way, but thank you. Hello. I'm great. How are you? Oh, that's awesome. $5 for what? I need $5. I could really use it. Hi. I'm like, send me $5. I could buy more clothes to do my videos. Just you say, oh, just joking. Okay. Oh, thank you. But are you gonna watch the videos or are you just subscribing? I prefer if you subscribe and you're actually gonna watch. I would really appreciate that, guys. To at least watch one video of mine, it would really help me out. Oh, thank you. I just got back home and I feel like I look a hot mess, but thank you guys. You know, some days like women, we don't feel our best. Today I felt like one of those days, and you know, I didn't feel cute today, but I just put on a nice shirt. Yeah, just any video that interests you, just click it and watch it through. It would help me out a lot to support my channel. I'm trying to get monetized again, so the watch time has been moving really well. So I'm hoping that you guys can just pick a video that you might be interested in that's long, like at least 7 minutes. It would help. Um, because YouTube is pushing videos that when you hit the like button and the algorithm will pick up videos like that. If you don't, um, yeah, YouTube is interesting. So I've been trying to go live. This is my what, ninth or 10th day going live. I'm getting the hang of it. Later on, I want to be cooking in the videos. So I can't wait to do that for you guys. Cooking some foods, lunch and it'll be fun. Um, oh yeah, I do too. I'm an eater, as you can see. I love to eat, but I love to cook as well. I like to try new seasoning. I like to try new things. If I see something like a picture of something, I get curious, like, oh, I want to try that, and I try to balance out everything that I eat. I really enjoy it. It's very relaxing for me when I'm in the kitchen. Yeah, and it's nice to cook for my family. I really enjoy it. Um, oh, wait, where are you from? Let me see your picture right here. Wait, where? For some reason, I can't open your. So egusi soup is actually Nigerian. I'm Kenyan. I'm from East Africa. Oh, from the USA. I couldn't open your channel thing, but okay, maybe channel activity. Um, yeah. So egusi soup is actually Nigerian. Yeah, I'm from East Africa. So we eat something called ugali, which is just cornmeal flour, and we eat collard greens, and a lot of beef stews, chicken soup. Hi, Belina. Hello. So we eat that, and then yeah, I understand that. But then I also feel like I'm forcing people, and I don't know. I'm not. Maybe that's the problem. It's like I feel like I'm being pushy when I'm like, share the live and share the videos and subscribe. Like it just feels forced. But then again, I feel like if somebody likes something, they'll eventually subscribe, they'll share. But I guess you have to really push it because I see popular YouTubers are really, really like saying that over and over, and I'm just like, it's just something that I don't enjoy doing. Um, but yeah, you're right to a certain point. It becomes so much. Everybody's like, share the live, watch the video. It just because I'm not like I'm just really working hard on getting monetized because I used to be and I lost it, so I'm trying to get it back. So my watch time has been doing really well. So I'm like, okay, but thank you for that. Yeah. So and people are like, you have 2,000 subscribers. How come there's not a lot of people on your lives? It's because I'm still new to the lives. This is like my 10th day doing a live, and what kind of a question is that? What house am I in? What are we like? Come on now. Like I'm freaking 43. I'm not a child or what kind of a question is that? I never understand that. So I think there's another person that asked me that. It's like why can it not be my house? I don't get the question. With my supernatural abilities, really? I don't. The question is just awkward because there's another person that asked me that. Like, oh, something about a house, something. I couldn't remember the exact question, and I just laughed. I'm like, so people in oh, the great friend. Yes, the great fashion love bee. Thank you. Did I take it from my ex? Why would I take it from my ex? I'm married with a son. What? Why would I take it from my ex? I'm married. I don't understand. It's just a weird question. That is the weirdest thing I've ever. Why would I take it from my ex? I live with my husband. Well, why would I take it from? Okay. Your ex gave your new husband his house? What? I'm so lost. Like what? Literally, and so sometimes I wonder how old do you guys think I am? Because I've had people that think maybe I'm younger than I am, and it's like I've had younger people here under like 20 come on my video. I make it weird. Why do I have to bring my husband is not comfortable being on my lives. He doesn't want to be on YouTube, so I cannot force that. I mean, I can go downstairs and show him to you. I just showed him in this morning on my lives, and we were at the park. If you watched earlier, you would have seen him. Okay, so you're just getting weird. So let me just block you because I don't have the time for that. Yeah, just another troll. Whoops. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. It's just like people who are just trolls that want to try to start stuff. I get so like annoyed. It's like, what kind of a question is that? Whose house is that? People have their own houses, you know. Ooh, okay. Coming back. Yes, thank you, Chris. On top of that, it's like, so when you do shorts, you get a different audience. When you do lives, you get a different audience. So my problem has been I'm getting the wrong people on my lives. And I have to literally be on lives as much as I can to try to get the right people. And that's been what I'm trying to figure out is how do I get women who actually watch plus size fashion videos to be on my lives? Because that's the whole thing. That's my thing on my channel. And I've been noticing I'm getting men, and which is fine, you know, to support, but it's like, you know, it just becomes kind of interesting to try to figure that out because it's like I'm getting the wrong audience. Um, People that have never watched a fashion video and they don't, so it's really hard. But yeah, and I'm ready for it. I've been ready for it since I started YouTube in my 20s. I've been ready for the negative, comments, and ready with my hand on a block button or hiding users from my channel. I've been ready for it. So nothing new. People trolls who just pass by to start stuff. How do I show you guys fashions? How do you guys want that? Because I literally have posted the videos of me styling stuff. I've shown videos of where I shop. And on lives, it's kind of interesting because I would have to be trying on stuff back to back. Um, and it also depends on the time, you know? Like right now, I have a few minutes to be on here because I have so much stuff, so much cleaning. I have to figure out what we're going to eat for dinner with my husband and my son. And, so it's like balancing that it takes some time too. So at least I've been trying to get the hang of being on lives until I figure out the audience, the right audience. Fashion cleaning, like my closet. Wait, I did post a video cleaning my closet. I posted that. But okay, so like cleaning, okay, like what are you thinking? Yeah, I had a video. So now the bags were ready to go. I have to drop them off at donation area. Um, Hi Jesse. Well, that's nice. Thank you. Oh, see, just when you just deal with a negative person, then a positive person comes in. It always balances out. That is so. Oh, you gonna make me look at my cheeks if you can see it. If I wasn't melanated and darker skin, can you see my cheeks like turning red? You guys see my smile? Thank you. That is so sweet. But yeah, that's a great idea. Oh, thank you. You know, they say that when you have dimples, it's hard not to smile. Like, people always think you're smiling. When I do this, like, I'm mad, and they still think that I'm smiling. And I'm like, I am mad, but it's like my cheek, yeah, anyway. It's really, it's a blessing, but then sometimes I'm looking, I'm like, people always think you're okay, even when you're like, oh, you're from Trinidad. Hi. Okay, nice. Yeah, that is so awesome. You're in Trinidad right now? Or are you like in the US but you're from, oh, cool. How is it, right? Like, how is the weather there? Like, What foods are you guys enjoying eating and stuff? Like, what do you guys like to eat? Maybe I want to travel. Jamaica's on top of my list, and then Trinidad, maybe Trinidad. Now I might have to think about that. Of course, Kenya's first, and then Jamaica, and then some other countries. I have to figure out places that I want to visit in the future because I always just say Jamaica, and that's about it. Like there's no other country. Oh, you were born there. Nice. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I was born in East Africa. So Japan? What do you mean? Oh, it's very hot today. Oh, okay. In California here it's like really gloomy. It's a bit windy. But it's I love California. I don't want to change it. Like I really really love it here. Um, yeah, I love it. It's expensive, you know. But there's a lot of access to a lot of stuff here, and I really I've been here most of my life, so I guess that's why I say that too. Since I moved. Oh, you want to go to Japan? Oh, okay, cool. How? What are you? What like? What makes you want Japan? Wait, did you see me dance before? Lila, Lila Smith. Did you see me dancing before? Cause I do dance. If you saw my shorts, or is that are you just is that random? I loved it. Oh, you saw that? You saw my shorts? Oh my gosh! Yes, I love to dance. I just came from walking at the park. I am tired right now, and I have to clean. Oh, thank you. Wait, who? Lila Smith? Let me see. Let me check your channel out. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I love to dance. Okay, so what? Okay, let me tell you this. I may pop up on another live dancing. I turn on music, but then you know what the issue has been is that YouTube will copyright. Will have like pretty much there's an issue when you have music on lives and have music on your videos on YouTube. You get strikes or you can get copyright issues, and that's why I don't have. I gotta figure out how to dance. I would have to put maybe the music in my earphones and dance because yeah, I can't. I hate that. Like TikTok was okay with that, but YouTube no, it's like an issue. So it's like I don't know how to do that. If I have my speaker on hella loud, it will pick it up. It picks up even like TV, you know, and it could cause an issue. Yeah, I had one video that one live that I did, and I had a copyright issue, so I had to delete the part where I had the music on. So that's the only thing. I'm like, oh, oh, thanks for the likes. Thanks for the love. Oh, yeah, the little bubbles on the screen. That's cool. It's like little happy congratulation thing, or what is that? That is so awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna figure this out, but it's just weird not for you guys not to hear what I'm dancing to. I wish there was a way I could do this, cause I don't mind. I would be back here dancing any like fast. Mm. Yeah, I just dancing makes me feel so good, and I'm just in a different zone when I'm dancing, and it just to be. I was saying like how it's so awesome to be able to move your body freely. You know, there's people that can't move their bodies the way they want to because they have health issues, and I'm always I'm grateful to be able to just to get up and dance and move around. Like being mobile is a blessing because there's people that just cannot, and we have to, you know. So I'm just yeah, I enjoy it. I was asking my husband, I was like, if he can come on the live with me, and he was like, no. He's on one of my YouTube videos though. Hi. Hello. So I've been asking my husband like to come on live with me, and he's kind of like no, but I might persuade him. I think it'll be fun to answer questions like how is it being married for like 8 years to me. um, I think that'll be fun, but I'm still gonna, I'm gonna persuade him at some point. But I have a few videos, a few shorts with him, and then I have one video that we did where we answered questions like back a couple years ago. So yeah. Wait, did everybody leave? Oh man, did you guys leave? So yeah, one of the suggestions you guys said to try things on live, or when I shop, I'll do a haul on live. Another suggestion was to do cooking videos. So I'm gonna try to start cooking, especially when my son starts school and I have those mornings like lunchtime free. I'll try to cook some stuff on the live, and you guys can watch for that one. So yeah, but first of all, I have to get the hang of doing shorts. I mean, doing shorts, being on live. So I'm doing better now with it, and so when I come back, yeah, I would love to do cooking videos and then dancing. Hi, hi, artist. Hi, Dudley or Dudley? It must be like a European like Dudley. Oh, yeah. Hi. Oh, you give me a rose. How? I'm great. How are you? Hola. So my Spanish is decent. I understand it more than I speak it because when I speak it, it's very broken. But so I learned more Spanish, being with my husband's family, and I took Spanish in high school, so it came in handy. Um, yeah, everything is fantastic with my family. Blessed, grateful for life every single day. Um, have a very supportive family, so very grateful. Um, and I'm at a point where I'm just really working on peace of mind, good health, and yeah. I've been, it's like everybody, and I had an argument, well, not an argument. Some guy came on here and he was like, I want to take you out for pizza. And I was like, no, I'm married. And he was like, where's your ring at? Where's your ring? And I'm literally like, my ring is here somewhere. And it was a whole situation like, how dare you not wear your ring? Like literally when I'm on video, sometimes I don't even have my ring on. And I lost two rings and my husband was upset about it. So I'm gonna buy a silicone ring because I'm not to be trusted with rings. I've lost two. That was money down the drain. Like I literally take it off and I would put it on the side of the bed and I they got lost. I lost one when I went to a fitting room one time and one when I was washing dishes, the ring disappeared. I could not find it. And that was like what, 1,000 something dollars the first time. The second time, yeah, the same thing. And I was like, holy cow, I cannot seem to keep rings safe. So I'm just iffy about it. So I'm gonna get silicone rings. I'm just gonna wear that. Yeah, that's been one of my things this year. I'm gonna get a silicone ring. Yeah, because it's just like I'm just a clumsy person. I set things places and I walk away and then I'm looking back. Even my glasses, I lose it in the same way. I've lost so many glasses. I've broken glasses. It's like so sometimes I'll put it on the bed and like I don't. Yeah, I'm just a. Oh, he really is. But I'm also lucky to have him. He's fantastic and amazing. He's been such. He treats me like a queen. Yeah, he's fantastic, and I met him on a dating app a couple years ago, and people always have this thing about dating apps. I understand this; it's not the best, but my luck, I guess I had good luck because I'm just like, wow. The minute I was about to give up on dating apps, I met him. Um, so it's so yeah. I mean, there's hope for dating apps. There's hope for all you single people out there. There's hope. Um, you know, people are, people will, like, people can be bad whether they're online or not, So, but I want to say my experience was not good. Like 80%, like I say, were just something was always wrong. Like something was always wrong with the person. And I was like, oh boy. So when I almost gave up on it, that's when it's like he came out of nowhere. Like he moved to my city and we met that way. And it was just like if it did not move, we would have never met. Ever. Like there was just not a possibility. Like in person, I was asking him, like, would you ever even approach me in person? And he was like, yeah, I would talk to you, like personality wise, but so I would just say that I'm like, so yeah, so you try, yeah, try apps. Just don't have any expectations of anything because you're gonna be hit in the face like, what the heck is going on? Because whoo, I dealt with so much. So that's been more than 10 minutes. I was supposed to get off the live soon. Oh, I'm trying to look at the clock here. Yeah, so okay. Did somebody come? Oh, one more person came in, I think. What? Yeah, hi. So dating apps. Okay, so because I met my husband, I'm saying that people can be hopeful on it. Yes, 80% of people on dating apps are not really looking for love. They're looking for other things. Yeah, so I can kind of say that. And it's almost like to find that one person that's like aligned and everything works out with you. It's like pulling, how do you say it? The needle in the haystack or whatever this. Yeah, it's hard. Um, and also where you live. Um, yeah, we've been married about almost 8 years now, and we have a son together. It's been awesome. I said that, but also this is 8 years ago, so I'm thinking that dating apps have gotten worse. You know what I mean? I feel like it's gotten worse, and people just have really not the best intentions now. Um, you know, yeah, yeah. I just say that I was so lucky because he literally moved from a different city and he ended up in my city, and that's how we met. Because I think in person I don't think we would have talked because my husband is from Mexico and I'm African, and so it's like the chances, I always ask him that, I'm like, the chances that you would approach me in person, I don't know. um in person, I don't know, I don't think he would approach me in person. And I was really convinced that my husband would be black, like African, or black from here, from the U.S. or some other parts of the world. But I didn't know that my husband would actually be from Latino or Hispanic. I didn't. That was never But everything just worked out really well, and I'm just glad for him. Like I'm lucky. And I will try to get him on a live one of these days because a lot of people have been like, one guy just told me like, where is he? He's never on your videos. I'm like, there is videos if you look on my channel of him. Um, there is videos and some shorts that I did. But some of them are way older, and he's not comfortable being on camera. So it's like I would have to, persuade him. And I try to keep certain things private. I don't want to be showing every parts of my life, because I've seen the how that works out for a lot of people. It's not been the greatest. Like, people start feeling like they know every part of your life from the little things that you post, and it starts getting out of control. So I've really tried to keep that to myself in some ways. I show parts of it, but not too much, you know. Um, but yeah, yeah. So yeah, dating apps. Yeah, I would say that a lot of people are not looking for love. They're looking for everything. There's so many different characters. Like I said, people from prison, people that have weird kinks, people that are in situationship, that are married, that have whole families. People that are looking to scam, people that are looking for, they're just bored. They have certain schedules where they're just like bored, and or people that do like security overnight jobs, and they're bored at work, and they want somebody to interact with, and they want to waste time. So it becomes like this whole thing where I learned so much from that, and I was watching a lot of videos, people talking about the T app, where now they're revealing, like, a lot of women are going on there reviewing the guys that I've dealt with that are on dating apps. And I just kind of chuckled a little bit, because I'm like, I guess I wasn't crazy back then when I was on them, because literally I went through so much with people on dating apps. So much. And I just was like shutting it down. I was about to close my accounts. And that's when I met my husband. Like, literally, it was like, what the heck? Yeah, it just, the way it happened was just like, what? you know? And so, I started feeling normal on dating apps. And that's when I said, whoa, I'm in the wrong place, because it just felt like I was just looking for the normal things, and other people were just not, you know? Um, it just messy. And I remember, like, sometimes I would just log out, and I felt so dirty. Like, I wanted to go clean myself, because I was like, why was I on there? Like, shower myself with bleach, because I was like, ew, no. Um, yeah, it's gotten worse, you know. I've seen so many people who have settled into being just single, and, just being alone. They've settled to that. They bought their houses, they bought their stuff because, oh, you go with your back with your wife after you, okay, because you were just like, no, no, no. You were done with it. A hot mess. Like, I felt like I needed to see a therapist. I needed work after leaving dating apps, because I just felt like, okay, there has to be something else. And because I just was starting to feel normal. And that's like, I'm not saying I'm not normal, but it's like you're looking for basic things, like decent human beings that you can talk to, you eventually get to know, build a life with. And then it's like, oh, what's your shoe size? Can you send me a picture of your feet? It's like, uh, uh, you know, ew, and it's just like, it felt like you're asking for too much. And when you had standards, it's like, oh, you're too uptight, you're too this, and I was like, no, 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 this is what I want. And if you can't, and I found myself, they say, like, your phone gets dry. My phone started being dry, and I was okay with that. When I was trying to date, I was okay with it. I was like, you know what, at this point, it's like, let me focus on myself. And I started doing that. And when I started doing that, and then that's when I ran to my husband. Literally, I was like, let me focus on working and taking care of myself, and trying to figure out how to navigate being single again, because I was in a 6-year relationship, went back to apps, and that did not, a relationship that did not work out, and I went back on them trying um to meet someone else, and I just felt so, like, I just felt grossed out. And it was funny, because a lot of the same people are on the apps. They would just circle. It's just the same. So no matter how many times you delete it and come back, it's the same people. So the T app, actually, when I went on it a couple months ago, because I was curious what people were talking about, and there was guys on there that I had seen on apps years ago, and I was like, how is that? Because, like, literally, that's been almost 7 to 8 years, and I'm like, you're still on an app and people are talking about you. That's weird. because that means like something is going on. Either you are married already, you have your family, and you're cheating. Because how is it that you're still? And I understand that love takes time. I understand that, but it's like it made me realize I wasn't crazy. I wasn't crazy because the stuff I dealt with was just unbelievable. Getting ghosted, getting stood up like constantly, and decent conversation you couldn't even have with people. Like it became this. It starts with hi, how are you, and then all of a sudden, can you send me a D-pic? It's like, whoa. Or things look normal, you think, and you get excited, like, oh, I'm getting to know this person, and things are great, and then boom, out of nowhere, it all goes down to bloop. that was that was my experience, you know. And they say like sometimes a certain type of women, like if you are a good looking woman, guys are gonna match with you, guys are gonna like your pictures. But the funniest thing to me about that is that at some point it gets annoying because now it's literally you have 1,000 matches, but you have 1,000 matches of nothing. So you have to weed out of 1,000 matches somebody who's decent to talk to, somebody with some good character and good qualities and all that stuff to actually take it further. And then it just becomes this thing where it's overwhelming and you're like, you know what, I can't even deal with this anymore. I can't deal with it. Like it's too much. It's just too much. So that's how I felt like over time. I just was like, okay, 1,000 matches and what does this mean? Because some guys are just swiping, they're just swiping and swiping and swiping, they are swiping with everyone. And then it's this overwhelming thing. That just it's like I have to go to try to weed the at least somebody decent to say, hey, let's go hang out, blah blah blah. You know. So I got. Whoo! I was so glad when I didn't have to be on that. I just felt some kind of way, like I was just disgusted. I felt like I started questioning, like, am I okay? Hi, hi. Yes, thank you. One up top. Thank you. And I just, they say like sometimes you start questioning yourself, like is something wrong with me? And I literally was like, no, it wasn't me. Because I'm like I felt like I had something great to offer. I was, you know, I just started feeling like something was wrong, and so that's when I was like, it's my time for me to go from this. I'm shutting it down, and then boom, because insanity is trying the same thing over and over and hoping for a different result, as they say. And I literally was like, okay, I've tried it over and over, and what was I looking for? What was I hoping for? And I just was about to shut it down. I said, no, this is enough for me. And I literally had like a backup phone number because at the time, because I just did not give my phone number out anymore. I would be like, hit me up on the same app, or here's my backup number. I was no longer giving my own number because it got to be too much of blocking people and deleting people, and it's, you know what I mean? Like it was too much. Yes. Yes, and yeah, there was a lot of women there asking men for money. They were asking for stuff. Can you pay the phone bill? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, nothing serious. One guy even told me like he was trying to meet this woman. The woman was like, "No, if you have kids," he was like, "I can bring my daughters with me on the date," which I know to a certain point might not be the best thing. But if somebody's like, "Hey, I can't find daycare," blah 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 blah, and he's trying to make an effort, the woman was like, "No, you can't bring your kids to the date with you," blah 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 blah. They were gonna go bowling or whatever. He figured he could do two things at one time, which I know it's not the best, but at least somebody was trying. And she was like, "No," she told the guys told me no. She said no, she would not. That's no. So it was never, yeah, you never got serious. It was just games, cat and mouse. Like I had guys who would be like, I want to talk to you, I want to get to know you. I give them chances and it would disappear on me, ghost me. They would talk to me Monday through Fridays. Weekends they were gone. It's like, okay, because they have families, they have wives, and they have lives, that they're hiding. So they would disappear, and I'm like, what the heck was that? Then come back on Monday, 7:55 a.m. Like, hey, and the intuition was kicking in. I'm like, red flags all over. So dating apps is something I could talk about all day because I went through it. So now I laugh. I just look back, I'm eating my popcorn and laughing at the T apps and all that because I remember my life back then. I literally was like, what? One guy even told me at the time, he was like, "Oh, what are you doing? Just go back with your ex." I was like, "Go back with my ex?" I'm like, "No, I'm trying to find someone." And he was like, "Yeah, dating apps, you." So I was like, "Thank you for the warning." He was like, "Literally, just go back with whoever you're already with. Like, you're not gonna find anything out here." And I was like, I think it was right at the time. It really was. So I said that was my sign. That was my sign to be like, so dating, I can rant about dating apps all day. Yeah, he was truthful. Yeah, he literally was like, yeah, girl, I think he saw that I was genuine and he saw that sometimes maybe God has a way of giving you those signs. And I think this guy literally told me what I needed to hear was like, you deserve better and you have good qualities and you're smart. Like you just go back with your ex at the time, the ex at the time. And I was like, no, I'm not going back with him. But literally it was just like, it would be better than being on apps trying to meet somebody. And he was right. Because years, it was nothing. Yeah, some guys were honest, which was great. But um, the love bombers, the scammers, uh, it was awful. Just, it's a pool of, uh, it's like, I just remember the trauma. Like, it didn't make sense because literally like sometimes my phone was like filled with so many numbers. My backup number that I was giving was filled with so many people, but then literally I would be home by myself. Like, you know I was in college at the time studying sometimes, and I would be looking at my phone like, oh, okay, like it's a Saturday, I'm home by myself and there's so many people on my phone. So it was just like, girl, you can't even find, like, out of this list of people that you have phone numbers for, you can't even find somebody to hang out with. Is that bad? Because they just, the characters were just not, the character was not working for me. And I just didn't even bother with people anymore. I was like, you know what? No. But yeah, just when you're about to give up, and then just, it's a light, and just everything opens up again. It's like, what the heck? So yeah, it's something. So I wish you guys who are single out there, like, good luck, because things are so different. And even meeting people in real life is also interesting, because now people are also on their phones and looking down. Like, people are almost weird, they're awkward, people are acting very like strange now. It's like normal conversations are almost impossible with people. Like, they can't, it's like this thing, it's like a fear, and people are just so just on the edge, and I'm just freaked. Sometimes I'm just like, you smile at someone, you say hello, and people just look at you crazy, and I'm like, what is that? It's like this trust thing that it is. I don't know how, if you guys, well, if you have experienced it, but it's something that's like, people are almost like scared, you know like scared of each other. And people were saying we had to do with the COVID thing when this whole thing started and the lockdown. Like, people changed, and people had more fear, and it's like you just, people just are in their shells, and they don't want to. I don't know. Something changed. Um, I don't know what I can call it, but it's like people go to work and do their thing and go back home, and they don't want to deal with anything. That's what I realized. Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, it's almost 4:30 here. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I will try to. I don't think I'll come back to a live again today, because I got so much stuff to do. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. And thank you for subscribing. Bye.